Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Assetto Corsa. And as you can see, we're in the RSR, 2017 RSR. We're at Bridgehampton, New York, and we're going to do an all 911 race. We've got GT3 Cup cars. We've got, I believe, a couple roof in there. We've got some, a little bit of everything. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Well, here we can just look. Right, so here's what we've got. Got an old 935. We've got, GT3 Cup. We've got, a bunch of excitement. As always, we're starting at the back of the pack. We've got 24 cars going today. And as always, we have, I won't list them all one at a time, but we've got all of our realism set as real as we can make it. I do have the map on. I've only got about 50 laps at Bridgehampton, so I do have the map on, but the brake line, the race line is turned off. You know how we do. Frame rate's going to tank when we first get started, then it'll pick up, and we are recording at 60 FPS today, so we'll see how it looks. Here we go. And I'll also tell you that NVIDIA had a driver installed last night, and it's been acting up a little bit. I may do a rollback, haven't decided yet. But we went with 60 FPS is when I did some testing on this morning, and I found that I've been capturing in 30 FPS to keep the file size down. And it was a little bouncy. It's a little frantic at 30 FPS, and I believe this game, because right now the game is rendering at 60 FPS, so I thought we may as well capture at 60 FPS, because at 30 it did seem a little, it's hard to explain. It almost looks like an old movie. You know, it's kind of skipping frames. It looks kind of staccato. You know what I'm trying to say. And I promise, I'm faster than this. You know I am. Just give me a second to get my rhythm. And also, the AI in Assetto Corsa is different than the AI in Project Cars. It's so much more aggressive. Right. Okay. They're spread out. So we're going to spread out. Here we go. I'm prepping a race. This is my top secret project. You know that. It's a historic race. I wanted to do it in Project Cars because of the rain, and this particular historic race. It rained all day. Project Cars 2 does have rain. Fantastic. But trying to find, well, it doesn't matter because you can't add cars to Project Cars 2. There are no mod cars. At least that I've ever found a way to add. So there would be a lot of cars missing from the field. And also, Project Cars, you add, rather than specific cars or individual cars, and again, just as far as I've found, you add classes. And the way the classes are built in Project Cars, I'm not complaining, I'm not bad-mouthing the game, I'm just describing how it's set up. Oh god, that roof. The way Project Cars 2 is set up, you pick a class to compete with, and you get all the cars in that class. A little hot. A little hot. And I don't necessarily want all the cars in that class, particularly the 917, because the race that I'm trying to recreate, there were no 917s. And the 917s would just sort of eat me alive in the car that I'm going to be in, role-playing the car that ultimately won that race. But that I would not be able to beat a 917. So I thought, well, Assetto Corsa, and the reason is, among other things, you can download cars, and I found not every single one, but I found a lot of the cars that were in that race. And it's a vintage sports car race, so mixed category, right? Like you have. So there were some other cars in there that aren't even in Project Cars 2. They're not in Assetto Corsa either, but I found mod versions of them. This guy's all over. Whoa, and the roof too. But the problem is then in Assetto Corsa, we don't have any rain. The best we can do is kind of cloudy. So I tested it a few ways, tried to. And was not able to. I'll get it, I think, maybe. I'll get it. But at the moment, no. And because we just did the vintage cars at Riverside, I thought, let's try something a little more contemporary. And I've been spending a lot of time in BMW on Project Cars 2, and then on the Assetto Corsa side, more old school. So I decided to go with something contemporary. This RSR is such a great car, both in real life and in Assetto Corsa. So we thought we'd give it a try. Also experimenting with, there are some presets in this game for graphics, and initially I wasn't too keen on the graphics for Assetto Corsa. I thought they were kind of clunky and cartoony. Oh, that roof is just all over me. I thought they were kind of cartoony, kind of clunky, but I'm coming around to them. Sorry. Concentrating. Focusing. Take it. So yeah, but then, having gone with a very contemporary car like the RSR, I went with an old school track like Bridgehampton, we'll see how it goes. See how the recording looks when we're done. And I mean, I love project cars. For me, that wins total immersive racing aspect. But Assetto Corsa really nails it on physics. Holy smokes. Every little bump, every little elevation change, decompressions, just feeling the grip go away on off-camber stuff. Just an absolute, to me, very accurate representation of driving a car, driving a race car. And I will tell you that I did this race earlier today. I had to step away. 20 laps like this. Roast those tires. 20 laps like this. And on the 19th lap, the render did that thing where it doesn't quite freeze, but it does freeze. And then it picks up again like 2 seconds in the future, right? Like it just got caught, and it panicked, and it was like, all right, I'm going to pause for a second and just kind of get my bearings. And then once I'm all sorted out, then I'll just start again. But for a couple seconds, your car will be driving and all the competition will be driving. You just won't be able to see it. So we were headed down one of these straights. Game froze. I thought it was crashed to desktop. So it froze, and then when it picked up again, I was in a sand dune. Oh, and I had gotten up to second place. Oh yeah, that's right. And I had to turn it off. I had to step away. And that is it's PC World. Although you get that with Xbox. And very rarely with. So sloppy. And very rarely with PlayStation. So the reason I bumped up to 60 FPS is the bouncing is so it's hard to describe, but as a graphics thing, it's happening sort of fast. I don't know. It's like the steering wheel is a good example. If you go 60 FPS, your steering wheel turns. If you go 30 FPS, it seems to sort of snap back and forth because the movement is so close and so sort of regular, predictable. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just turning on an axis. So if it's not really rendering quickly, I'm not explaining it right, and I'm trying not to crash. Anyway, obviously 60 looks better than 30, but it also makes for really big files, files are already really big that I'm getting when I do capture. They're really big, like 30 and 40 gig. I try to render them down to something a little smaller, but it's quite a lot to work with. Right. All right. I'm not doing very well. I did a lot better last race. So I'm a little down about that. Halfway done, I'm up to 15. It looks like I'm like 14 seconds back. This car is an absolute joy to drive. It's very forgiving. Wide. Wide again. What? The tire's going away? No. I'm just driving badly. That ain't cool. Don't want to get past Tweese. There we go. All right. Take it. Well, now I'm just getting too aggressive. A lot of retirements. Take it. Not 13, okay. It's a little better. Smoother. I hit him with the smoother. Combo. It's me getting too aggressive and the tires going away. Well, hopefully everybody else's tires are going away too. And I can put a move on some fools. So he's about to put a move on me. Put that blue flag away. Huh? Man, how many RSRs are there in this race? And why are they all passing me all of a sudden? Wide. Come on now. Well, I'm enjoying the racing. I know I'm spending a lot of time driving by myself here. And it's too short a race to get tires. But I feel like mine are going away. I gotta get my rhythm back here. Right. Shake it off. The leader's on lap 16. Unless I'm getting lapped. That ain't cool. Smoother, a little bit, not a lot, not enough, but it's a little smoother. Not smoother. Oh God. No. Right. Sorry you have to see this. Only another few laps and it'll all be over. We had it for a minute, and then it all went away. I don't know what happened. And yeah, I'd like to say it's tires. I don't think it's all tires. Right. This is where the healing starts. Guess we've got a little body damage. That might be slowing things down because we have been doing little off-road excursions. Right? Could be it. Okay. Tires. That wasn't me. That's tires. Which is, I mean, to be fair, that's indirectly me, because that means I've been driving the car too hot and burning up those tires. Although, 20 laps, well, 16, but it'll be a 20-lap race. It's about right for a set of tires. And that last turn onto the front straight, I think I can run a little hotter into there. I've been braking going up the hill. I think I can brake closer to the crest. Yeah. All right, we're 0.8 seconds off fast lap, so just need to not suck, which is true of many things in life. Step 1, don't suck. Yeah. Just gotta back it off a little bit. Just got really stuttery right there. And my FPS counter says we're doing great, but it got really stuttery. So we'll see what that looks like on the replay. Lock them all up. There you go. That's how to do it. I kid. That is not how to do it. Right. Okay. So 0.22 seconds off fast lap. So yeah, I just gotta slow down and stop driving like an ass. I've also thought about doing a replay, essentially making a video of the replay and kind of observing it from, you know, outside the car, watching the race from outside the car. Because inside, I mean, this is cool, but this is really all we see is just looking out the windscreen. That's all right. It's fun for me. It's the only way I can drive, but I know it doesn't really change. Doesn't really change when we do it for 40 minutes. Oh yeah, tires very much gone. Yeah, wow. So this is, I guess this is going to be our last lap, and we did get lapped at some point. Is that what happened? Not necessarily. Well, yeah, because we're starting lap 19, and the leaders have started lap 20, so we did get lapped somewhere. That sucks. Assetto Corsa AI is absolutely no joke. It is. It's like there's no sandbox mode. There's no sandbox mode. It's just. There's like hard and impossible. Hey. There's no need for that. Fight it. Fight that car. Right. 15th. That ain't cool. There we go. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Assetto Corsa from Bridgehampton, New York. We'll see you next time. Take care now.